Welcome to my channel, and for today's video we're going to talk about the biggest competition in football. This competition is the World Cup. For the first time in history, 48 teams are going to be battling to win the trophy, and out of those 48 teams there is one that is the youngest team in the competition, and this is the Ivory Coast. This team is from West Africa. If you still don't know who I'm talking about, you probably know those players, DJ Drogba and Yaya Toure. They were the legendary players coming from the Ivory Coast, and they led the way with 2 qualifications in the World Cup. Now there is a new generation of players trying to write their own history, and those players are coming with a victory against the #1 team in the world, that is France, leading by Kylian Mbappe. And this victory was a statement because Ivory Coast never beat France in any tournament, and even if it was a friendly game, they still pulled it out after being led to the score from a goal from Ryan Cherki. And this goal was a nice goal, and this goal was a nice and beautiful goal from Ryan Cherki, but the team from Ivory Coast came with the grit, and they pulled up. They came back to the score, the level with the Geladoué, and he scored the goal by a through pass in the middle of the defense, and he scored. After this goal, his brother that was supposed to play with him wasn't playing with him because he chose France instead of Ivory Coast, and was smiling in the bench because he wasn't playing. So that was a fun fact about this game. Ivory Coast, being the youngest team in the tournament, has quite not the chance to win the tournament, because the youngest team in the tournament rarely win the tournament. And I think it happened a few times, and I think it was Argentina in 1978. This team can shock the world because they are not the favorite. France was the favorite, but I don't think France can pull up the tournament because Kylian Mbappe is going to be hugging the ball, and right now he plays for Real Madrid, and he's not having the best of his season because of all of the drama happening in Real Madrid. And I'm talking about this team because it's my country of birth. Ivory Coast is a beautiful country. The largest church on earth is over there, is in Ivory Coast. And Ivory Coast is the first, I think it's the biggest producer of cocoa. I think 40% of the cocoa production comes from Ivory Coast. And they have Ivory Coast has a beautiful rainforest and anything that you want, a tropical weather, and it's a beautiful place you guys should visit. So I'm talking about this team because I'm from there, obviously, and I think they can at least come up the group stage. They're playing against Germany and Curacao and also Ecuador. Those 3 teams are going to be difficult to beat, but I think with the good strategy, they can come with the victory against 2 of the 3, because Ecuador hasn't lost any game in like forever. I think they have been unbeaten since 2024. So that's a great team. That's a solid team. So we'll see how the tournament is gonna go, and that's gonna be all for today. And if you like this video, don't forget to comment who do you think is gonna win the tournament. Subscribe to help the channel. It's a small channel I just started, and tell me if you have any teams that you want me to do a video about. And I think that's gonna be all for today. Peace.